Hey, what is up, everybody? So this is going to be probably video number two in a series that I'm trying called "Turn the Camera On," where it's just a different look at my process. Kind of, I'm just turning the camera on early on, as I'm developing ideas, as I'm working on a cue from the outset. So I'm gonna share with you guys a little bit. I'm doing a album, a collab with a buddy of mine, a composer named Jeff Laplante, who's an amazing composer, and we're collaborating on an orchestral rock album. And this is just one of the tracks that I just started working on. So I figured I'd just kind of turn the camera on and kind of take you guys through the early process of doing this. This is probably the sixth track. I think the track is called Collab 7, but I haven't finished one of them. So this is the seventh track, but the sixth one that I'm actually working on that we've been doing together. So I won't be doing a whole bunch of talking, more so just kind of showing you guys, I guess, just letting you in really on my process. I'll talk when I feel like it's necessary. But so here we go. So we'll just kind of, I'll play the stems that he sent me. And then I started working on the A section a little bit, and I'll share with you where I am in that process. And we'll go from there. All right. Okay, so there it is. So that's what he sent me. So as you can see, a couple of drum layers, a bass, um, stem, and then some guitars. Two passes of guitar, left and right. Guitar one and left and right for guitar two. And I don't know if you noticed the form. I believe the form was A, B, A, B, C, and then back to A. So the only thing I've done so far, and we can take that off and actually flip these back around. So the only thing I've done so far is kind of chop everything into sections, label the sections, and then the only change that I made so far is the button. He ended on a D flat, but I just pitched it down to A flat. Because the tonal center for me is A flat minor. So yeah, that's where we are so far. So what I The first thing that I typically do is try to come up with some type of, idea on piano first to try to just give you a sense of kind of, what I'm doing with this. So, as a matter of fact, let me do this. Here's my piano. Okay, so I'll play for you just kind of the idea, I guess, that I had as it relates, to the piano. And then, so I don't even know if we can kind of hear that with this stuff, but so you get a sense of what I'm thinking. So that's kind of, the motif that I've come up with to go, oh, and let me put these drums back. I moved these just so I'd have everything in one place, but let me put them back where they belong. Just right there. All right. So, so first things, just to and basically I'm just bringing you guys up to speed because I did do a little work on this to start. So the first thing was, how do I kind of parse out this motif? So I decided to give the horns the ba-ba-da, which comes later. Oh, and then you also see that I added another A section in it. And I'm, so the form is not what the form is going to wind up being. I'll kind of, fool around with the form as I go. But the horns are kind of playing that little theme there. So they have that. And then the beep 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 I gave to the strings because it's a little fast for the horns, and then I added just some other stuff with the strings against the bumpa da that the trombones are doing. So they play together like so. So, ba-ba-da-ba-da, if we're going into another section. Now, that may change going into the B section. I can't remember where the B section starts, but it may not start on that, A flat. And actually, the motif that Jeff does is really cool because even though, so what I try to do, I know it's centered around A flat minor, but his first note in the riff is a D flat, I think. I think what he's playing in the riff is, I don't really remember it. What was he playing like? I think or something like that. But so yeah, we listen to the first notes in the riff. So let me play it one more time. So you heard that. So yeah, he's not starting on the A flat. think he's starting on that note. Let's see. Yeah. And then. So he's starting on that D flat, but it's A flat minor. So I wanted to make sure that we get this thing kind of firmly pitched in A flat minor, you know, in terms of what we hear. And the bass is also playing that as well. So he's mirroring everything with the guitars with the bass. So same thing. So, but we want to pitch, make sure that it's tonally centered in A flat. So what I do basically is just kind of get my low brass and my timpani to help ground us in the key. So, excuse me, that kind of gets us in A flat, and it works against, still works against this that the guitars and the bass are doing. So it gets us in A flat. It establishes a and then the other thing that really helps us is the tubular bells. I put them on that A flat as well. And see, in the second half of that, I'll go ahead and move. Now that I've established A flat, I'll go ahead and move the, I keep that tubular bell on the A flat just to keep that tonal center. But then I move the low brass to move now with the bass and the guitar. So now they're on that D flat. Dun. So they're going, you know, remember it's going, playing the wrong instrument. But remember, so it's going on. Right, so now my low brass is going da da, just catching those two notes. So now the low brass is catching the notes with the bass and the guitar. So that's what I have going on in the brass. The other thing that I added, that's later. So I added just an agogo loop. We needed a little more rhythm, you know, obviously. So I added an agogo. Let's do this. So agogo loop is just. So we got that happening. Then I also added a tambourine loop. And I have the agogo pan right, and I got right about 43, and the tambourine about left 26, just to give us a little movement on both sides, right? So like if we play those with the drum layers, so we get. So you see right there, we have a dead spot. So I was like, you know, we gotta have obviously some energy. And I think Jeff did that purposely. So obviously we need a fill right there. So I just found a fill. And then we kind of added that fill in just to give us a little forward motion. So we just start here. So just to give us a little forward motion and getting us into the next session. And then I like the fill so much, I actually put it at the top in terms of how we'll go ahead and open up the cue as well. So that fill will be the opening for the cue also. So let's come out of that. So, and then just to break down for you the strings by themselves in terms of what they're doing. then the only other thing that I added, just to add a little beefiness to it, and it's coming, later on, is I added a synth that kind of complements. I don't know if it complements the strings or it may complement something that I did in the trumpets. But here's what the synth is doing. And basically, you see that I added some harmonies to that last thing that he's doing in his motif when he's doing the B flat, the F sharp, A flat, E, I think is what he's doing. Da-dee-dum, I think is what he's doing there, right? Yeah, that da-dee-dum. So I just harmonized that with my synth. Yeah. I think I did like F sharp, B, E, or something like that. I think of the chords that I played. And then the only other thing, and then we'll be all caught up, is just and I'm not sold on these trumpets yet. I know kind of what I want them to do, but I have them accenting the strings just a little bit, and then I have a little fall as well. So the trumpets, I'm gonna play the trombones and the trumpets, just so you can see how they work off of each other. I'm using Hollywood Pop Brass for my trumpets, and I'll put the metronome in. Right? And so if we do that with the strings, you'll kind of see how mentally I'm trying to make everything fit together. And the only other thing, so we'll add the synth in there with it, because that it plays in as well. And we'll start back here. So like I said, I'm not sure about this, especially that high trumpet part at the end, but we're just kind of working through stuff right now. So if I play it for you, hit with a 5-1, I think that we won't worry about the pickup of the thing that starts it, the field that starts it, but I think this is everything. And the only other thing I added some piatti. Is the only other thing I think that I added to it. So here's what I have so far. Let's do it again without the piano in there. So you see it goes to, and so in the B section it goes somewhere else, and I haven't even identified the chords yet, or kind of where we are. So yeah, so it goes into that B set, and yeah, so it's going like to F sharp. It's doing something sitting around F sharp there. So obviously my string lick is gonna probably have to change going into the B section. If I'm gonna go to the B section right now, I may break down the A section here before I go into the B section. So I got to sort that out. Like we have had a decent bit of the A section so far, but we don't necessarily have to be jumping around a whole lot. We can do things just by pulling things out, etc., that keep it interesting before we move to like another idea. So I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna go to B section or if I'm gonna stay in the A section. So now I'm just gonna start trying to figure things out from that standpoint. And I think what I'll do is I'll still work on the B section now, and then I can worry about how I'm arranging it later. So I'm just trying to, in my mind, kind of figure out where we go from here. That's not. Okay. Let's see. I mean, we're straight in pretty much F sharp minor now. So we've gone from A flat minor down to F sharp minor. But we have to make it feel natural. And I really try to honor like what Jeff does from that standpoint. Like if I hear something harmonically, then I might want to change that, might make it interesting. I'll do something like that. But like wherever he modulates, I try to honor that, no matter what it is. I feel like you can still make it work musically. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. So I got to hear, just coming out of here, what we're doing. So, Okay. Okay. First thing we're gonna do is change these notes here, I think. Here. So for me, like, lead-ins are critical. Like how you get into a section are like very, very important. It 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 really helps you, define kind of where you're going. Is that what I said? I did. I think. Stop it. So yeah. So that ba da 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 automatically to me gets our ears prepared for going to F sharp naturally. They're just those four notes. And typically that's when I'm switching keys or something like that and I want it to feel natural. I'm trying to figure out some type of way from, some type of lead in, a pickup or something like that that's going to make it feel natural. So yeah. So let's see. Let's make some good sounds. So you got bigger than that. So bigger than that. Okay. So I think we'll just try. I mean, we don't know, but I just try stuff and then we try to see how it's going to work. So I know I want to do that in the strings, for sure. I know I want to do that in the string. Here we go. We messed something up there, but it's fine. So So I always kind of go in and fool around with my velocities, especially with these strings, man, because they'll get the popping all out. And this is Metropolis. I'm sorry, Metropolis. This is a Metropolis arc string here. So they're in the low when you play the low registers, if the velocity is really high, it really sounds like kind of crazy. But not as bad here. But man, like the cinematic studio strings, especially when you're using the spiccato or the staccatissimo, really the staccatissimo, you really have to be careful with those velocities, man, because they really bite through. So let's see here. Oh, that's the one I missed. Hit that a little harder. But it's too hard. Hear that? There we go. Okay. So basically, and I'm going to take that last F sharp out. I know I want it there, but I want to, I have it on the first half because I'm going to just, I'm going to just duplicate that. All right. So that's Metropolis Art string that I like to use. And then, so in this register, I'll double that in the same register probably with the violin too. And sometimes again you have to go in and kind of massage the velocities a bit. And I like working on this separate page. A lot of people in Cubase will open up the lower layer. I don't know. I just like working here. See? So you see how some of these, so these velocities here, like this velocity is around 88, 79. So we kind of need to get this more around there in the 80 range. I like to try to keep my velocities relatively close together. I mean, unless I'm really going for some serious accents and stuff like that, just so it's not super crazily popping out. And so these will stay pretty close. But you see, that 88 is way too high though. That's gonna give me a sound I don't want. Let's bring them a little closer together. All right. So okay. Now I can tell you that those velocities are probably going to be too strong for the violas in that low register like that. But we'll see. And right now I'm pretty much having all my strings do the same thing, just so that can really cut through. So I may have to lower the velocities in the viola. Yeah. Just a little bit though, because I like the bite, but you just gotta be careful so it doesn't pop out too much. So we're gonna lower them just a tad. Because you do need some of that, but you don't want your velocities like being a big jump in your your dBs and stuff. And I don't really have a compressor on it. I could put like the Renaissance compressor on it. And I may do that in this process. All right, so and see, the violins will be up an octave. The first violins will be they'll be up there. And like I said, we're just trying to figure things out right now. me see something. So I'm gonna actually take the cellos down an octave. And I know we gotta be careful this stuff doesn't get muddied up. But I do want a full, yeah. Yeah, so they're good. And then the only other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate or copy the violin twos up to the first violins, and then I'm gonna take the first violins up an octave. And I don't know, I may have to mess with the velocities a little bit in that upper octave, but we'll see. So maybe okay. So let's see those together. So that ba-da is hitting kind of hard. This one, see, that one is a little hard. Might be in the violas. Bring this back just a little bit. And what I could have done, let's do this one. Oops. And we'll just get them all. So those are. So it was the viola because all those sound okay. Again, it's the viola. So. Okay. It just bites so hard in that register. That's better. Okay. And then we know we're gonna do the we're gonna just duplicate that over. So. Okay, so if we're coming from here, so see how it gets into F sharp minor pretty seamlessly just from that little ba 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 da ba da. So let's see just how that sounds with the guitars. Oh, and of course, I'm gonna have to change this one on the end, getting us back into A flat. So let's just assume that this last half is gonna be trying to put us back into A flat minor. So what are we gonna do? I think this is what we want. Oops. Wait a minute. So B, right? Right? Yeah. C sharp. Let's do it this way. Yeah. And I don't know if those are the right notes. So, whoa. Oh, all right. So I messed up something when I was moving these notes. So let's first of all see what we want to do. So I think I want to go. I don't want to do it. Oh, I want to do that. Ah. So. Trying to think how to get back into A flat. So, let me listen to what the track is doing. So it's on a D. It's on a D major chord there. He's playing a D. So it's whatever it's suggesting, in my opinion, a D major chord. And we got to get to, which is very cool. It's a tritone movement, and it's from major to minor. And I got to glue those together some kind of way to make it make sense. It's got to make sense. So that might work. Let's try that. Don't know if it's going to work or not, but that's what we're going to try to get us into back into A flat. That's what I'm doing. 1, 2. Okay, that's good, right? Oh. Wait a minute. Is it 2 notes in? It must be 2 notes in there. So you got to highlight it. If it's 2 notes in there, if you don't highlight it, one of them will be left behind. So see how they all move that time? Yeah. If you tap it, then all the notes don't move. So if you got 2 notes layered in the same octave, you have to highlight it in order for both of those notes to move. If you tap it, they think you only want one of the notes to move. So that's why I was having that issue. So let's see. I think it could work. Let me see something. Let's just grab this. I think that's the thing. So let's do this. So let's see if that kind of feels right. Oh, something some notes sounded wrong in the new section. Oh, that da dee da 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 da. So we might have to do something there because coming from the other key, that felt a little weird. But it gets us into A flat, cool. All right, so I just want to see if it will get us in there. Okay, but we're obviously still working out the B section. So I gotta move. We came from. I kind of hear that, but he's playing that D chord. So. Now, this again. Oh, so that's what's happening. So that's it. Something like that. We'll try it. I don't know. May not keep it. So something like that. I don't know. I don't know. That's it. Terrible playing. Just make sure it went in there. Okay. Okay, and then. Alright. Oh, it's terrible. Alright, let's set up. So I don't like this one. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace this one. I think it should be there, right? With this one. Make sure I did it in the right place. We'll take you out. And then we're gonna take y'all out as well. And put y'all in there. Get rid of y'all. Yeah. So. And then this. And we don't need that one. Okay, and then. So yeah. So this one I like. Yeah. So I'm trying to add this grace notey thing in here because I Control Z. See. So we're gonna get in there and just nudge it. Trying to get it at 1/64. Move. Let's do 1/28. Yeah. Okay. Then I want to add it here. I think where was it at? Maybe. And here. Take this out. And we'll do the same thing here. All right. And then we had something. Yeah. And what you're hearing is, let me see if I can get over here. Where are we at? So here I have on that synth just a little stereo delay. So that's why that's what you're hearing, that movement is not the synth in itself. I got a little delay on it. So all right, will we? All right. Okay, so all right, I just hit these buttons. I don't know what they are. Oh, they combine the tools. I didn't know that. But anyway, all right, here we go. So I'm missing 1/16 on the, I don't hear it strong enough. Da, 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 because it's not there. And we're missing that one. I think we gotta have that one here. There, and then here. I think, yeah, okay. And maybe here too. All right, now let's check it. I kind of like where it's going though. Okay, so cool. I do like that, and we'll definitely getting into the B section. I know I'm gonna have my trumpets probably help the strings define that we're getting into the so those ba ba da ba da. I already know I want my trumpet bigger da da da, probably with a nice fall, and some dissonant da 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 or something like that. I kind of hear that in my head already. Oh, that was the other one. Yeah. Okay, got that there. Clean it up. Right. Stop it, really. All right, wait a minute. I'm messing stuff up. What did we just do here? Okay, so redo paste. I don't even know what I'm doing. All right, so cool. That's fine. Now let's get back up here and get this. I don't know what I just did. All right, so then we're just trying to clean this up. Now, one thing I noticed with these Hollywood pop brass, like you really kind of need to have them hitting on close to 127 to be at their best. And kind of what I've noticed. So up. And now let's get these things kind of. All right. Okay, and we're gonna spot. Let's do that. Let's get the short and the fall in there together. Okay, so here, I mean, so. Okay, so here we go. Alright. Something like that. Oh, I was like, why does it keep glitching like that? This got off here. There we go. Uh-oh. Follow. Ah. So let's just get that and then we'll figure it out. Daggone it. Maybe that. So we didn't really need that second half anyway, so let's do that. Some. So something like that. And I like quantizing. I like my stuff tight. And I know people talk about it not feeling, real or alive or whatever. But, try to give it some realness, man. But, players, like, they are excellent. Like, professional players, like they be nailing stuff, you know. So like you hear a horn, a funk horn section or whatever, I mean that junk is tight. So I just want it to sound tight. They don't be missing. Yeah. Okay. So I kind of like that. And I don't know why this separated. Let me see something, but I don't want. It's fine. Ba-da, Ba-da-ba. Okay. And then ba-da-ba. And we just take that off there. Right? Yeah. And then let's do this here and here and screw these together. Yeah. And let's glue these together as well. All right. Okay. And then what's the last 4 notes? All right. And then we just, let's see, duplicate that, and then there. All right, there I think is what we had. Yeah, okay. And that's gonna try to get us back into A flat, I think. But anyway. Okay, so now. All right, so my low brass is just gonna be like bob, 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 bob. No, down to that D. All right. What? Oh, I actually didn't hit the ARP. So that's what we're gonna do there. Right. Okay, that is my. Let's go in there and just tighten those up just a bitty bit. Okay. And then let's write in our. It's about 113. Like for this stuff, you don't really have to massage. Like this low brass and stuff like that. You know, get your levels or whatever. You don't have to do a whole bunch of massaging and you know, modulation and all that stuff with this stuff. I mean, it's really about making sure your volume levels and your velocities are good. more so than anything. All right, and then we're gonna copy that, and then I think I gotta take this maybe up an octave. Let's see. Oops. No, I like where it is actually. But we need to write in a sustain for it. And then there, we want to pull this off a little bit. So just we can get that separation. Pull this off a little too. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what I do with my horns. Maybe let my horns rest here, but my timpani, they got to be like, you know, doing their thing. So, I'm gonna try it up there. We'll see. Daggone fingers be slipping off the keys sometimes. Might get a bump on. Okay, and then we'll have to change this to our last one. Probably going, well, no, let's not do that yet. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't know, we'll have to see about that. Might be a little too high. I like it up there only because I feel like it cuts through a little better than if I have it down here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool, but let's see. I like it up there. Yeah, it just adds something different, I think, up there. So we're gonna leave it up there. So we definitely can't have those last two D's. Well, I don't know. We're gonna mute them right now, and I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with the timpani there. But I don't think we're gonna do that. All right, and we'll keep our percussion rocking here. And then we'll also put our fill in, was it a 2, 3, so 28, 2, 3. And I may add like some others, like more exciting drum stuff in this section or something. I don't know yet. So you know we gotta have Piatti for sure to keep that. So I'm hearing like something in the for the horns on this last half. But I don't know if it'll work. Something like that. I don't know about that. Only because it's going to, because there would be a, see, that'd be an E flat, and then you got that D. Could do that. We'll try it. I mean, we're just trying stuff. Doesn't necessarily have to fly. So we got. To really solidify that D, I don't know. So let's see. I don't know. It may work. We'll just put it in there and then we'll figure out what we're doing. Here we go. And we don't know. ba. I'm gonna have to move with the guitars, I think. I don't have to, but it may sound better. Ba, ba. So, cause that's what the guitars are moving. I think on that one E and one E and I think they are. Nope, nope, nope. Go back there. Boo, ba. So. Bum, ba, ah, bum. So here, I think is so more like so. That may work. We'll see. So let's go in here and wait a minute. Let's get you there. There. All right. All right. Oh. And let's go here. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then we go. Really. Okay, on this. So we got 1, 2, and this is gonna hit on beat 2. Yeah. It'll fall a little louder. Okay. Okay. So let's just check kind of how it feels now. Like, do these sections feel like they kind of work together? All right, let's get that piano out. So yeah, they do feel like they work together. I want to get a tam-tam in here, getting us into, and I want to add some tubes and tubular bells. I call them tubes, but tubular bells as well to get us into the B section. So I want to add a tam-tam to get us into that B section. Where you at, tam-tam? Oh, there you are. All right. And okay, cool. Yeah. I think that's a little late. That's good. Okay, cool. Now I think I want to add some tubes, just hitting on the F sharp of the thing. Sorry about that. Here we go. Cool. Count that to the quarters. Move this back. And let's see what velocity I've been hitting these things at. So it's at 111. So I'm just trying to make sure my velocities are the same. So all of a sudden, you know, they're not popping out all out or whatever. 103, bring it up just a little bit. All right. Whoa, that looks a little hotter. That's good. Okay. So. And we'll figure out how to get back into it. All right, one more time, and I think that's probably gonna be it for me today. That's pretty close to, I think, what I want out of the B section and getting us from the A section to the B section, so we'll see. And I think probably when I come back, I'll work on the bridge, and then I'll work on kind of putting it all together. Okay, so cool, y'all. All right, cool. So I think that'll do it for today. Actually, today's my birthday too, so I figured I'd do a little bit of just a little work early in the morning, because I appreciate the fact that God has created me to create. So I wanted to do some creating today. So anyway, that's all we have for today. And like I said, when I come back, I think maybe it'll be working on the bridge. All right, so thanks y'all, and peace out.